8 seconds, 6 seconds, 2 seconds will make all the difference. How many times have you been in a hurry to get out the door and you just quick yell through the house, "Goodbye, hon, I'm on my way to work." And they yell back, "See you later," and you leave. Okay, I get it. Sometimes you're in a hurry. Sometimes you just leave home so rushed and you can't take time to go search each other out because you're already late. And so you just make it a big, rushed, hurried up thing. If you do that a lot, it takes a toll on your relationship. I want to talk about this whole idea that 6 seconds can completely change the course of a relationship. See, these are understandable, commonplace instances where you miss moments, just these moments that are magical. So I want you to think of all of the different transitional moments in your relationship. Like transitional moments are when, you're leaving for work and you go one way, she goes the other way. Or you're getting home from work and you come back into the same space that you rent, or you've purchased a home together and you're coming back into the same space for the first time after a long day. Or one of you is putting the kids to bed and the other one of you is cleaning up dinner dishes. And then after about an hour of all of that activity, you come back together. These are all examples of junctures or transitional junctures where you go from one event to the next. Our rituals of connection during those transitions are super important. They set the tone for the entire relationship. First impression upon waking up in the morning is either you're grumpy, grouchy, and angry at each other, or you give each other a quick kiss and then go brush your teeth, or go brush your teeth and give each other a quick kiss. See, these transitional rituals set the tone for that first impression for the day. What about when you're gone all day, apart from each other for 8 or 9 hours, 10 hours? You come back into the same space and ignore each other. What does that transitional ritual tell you about the relationship? Like, I have a lot of men that say, well, I need to go change my clothes. They go change their clothes and they go to the bathroom and they're in there for 45 minutes because that's the only place they can read without getting interrupted. And their spouse feels completely ignored, but they are really not believing they're ignoring their spouse. They're just unwinding from the day. Well, these transitional moments create a first impression. What if you came home after 8 or 9 hours of being away from each other and immediately sought each other out and gave each other just 6 seconds of a hug and an 8-second kiss? See, the first impression on that relationship would be we're into each other. What if every transitional period, every transitional moment came with a ritual of connection? What if every time you came, and make this as fun and silly as you can, what if every time you came back into the same room together, you made eye contact and smiled, gave a 6-second hug, gave a 6-second kiss? What if you just did one of those things? Think how different it would be. What if you were only in the living room together and one of you walked into the kitchen for 1 minute and walked back into the living room, made eye contact with you and smiled? Would that change your relationship? I would suggest that these thousands and thousands of first impressions are probably the key to sending the message that you're important to me. There might be 10 kids in the room, there might be an aunt and uncle in the room, but I found your eyes, made eye contact, and gave you a wink and a smile. I didn't do that with anyone else. Just you. Would you feel special? What if I walk back into the room after a minute, and what if I do this over and over again, no matter what's going on, and don't make eye contact because I assume you know I love you? And I say things like, he knows I love him. I don't need to do that anymore. They already know how I feel. What if that's the mode of operation? So if I do that enough, you're not going to feel special. You're not going to feel singled out. What if every time I come into a room with you, I seek something else out to do? Like I hurry and pick up toys, or I hurry and do a vacuuming, or I come back in and I go make myself a sandwich and I don't even offer you one. See, pretty soon you're going to feel pretty neglected. So what I hope you do is take these momentary transitions and safeguard your romance. They'll basically safeguard your romance from betrayal. It'll safeguard your romance from stagnation, stale, icky, like non-emotional relationships. So make sure you establish this kind of attunement. It's like a deeper level of understanding. Now, I want you to take a minute right now. I want you to just think to yourself, what are some rituals of connection in these transitional moments that I really would love? Okay, I want you to make a list of 10 of them. 10 of these Transition moment rituals of affection. That's a way fancy name. So I want you to think of what kind of quick connection, and don't have any of it last more than 8 seconds. See, everybody complains about not having time, right? We're all so busy, we're out of time nonstop. Well, what I'm suggesting is 8 seconds, 6 seconds, 2 seconds of eye contact will make all the difference. In fact, right now, I want you to go find your lover. I want you to stand them up, and I want you to get a little stopwatch or look at a clock a second hand and give them a 6-second kiss. I want to suggest that after the second, it turned romantic. See, everybody gets a peck on the cheek. Your close associates like your kids, your grandma gets a quick peck on the lips. But how many people do you give a 6-second kiss to? Hopefully just your spouse, fiance, or lover. You see how that's different? And it's only 6 seconds. And after 2 seconds, it turns super romantic. Try this now with your partner. Stand them up, pull each other into an open hand, big bear hug. And just hug. You can rub, but don't slap. Just rub, pull tighter. Just really pull them into a bear hug. Just 8 seconds. After about a second and a half, that hug turned romantic. What if transitional moments were all filled with eye contact, 6-second kisses, or 8-second hugs? That's all it would take. And think about all the different times you come back into space together. Now I want you to make eye contact and smile. Just look at your lover, make eye contact, and give him a smile. So I want you to think about how that felt. After just a quick eye contact that's already intimate, because when you look deeply into someone's eyes and you smile, it's intimate. So I'm showing you right now in live fashion how these transitional moments, how these rituals of connection can save a marriage, can deepen and intensify the connection in a marriage, can just really knock off the charts all of the juice that you want. And you can have everything you need in the world of connection, intimacy, and love. And you can make your relationship betrayal-proof just by following these. Make sense? Love you all. We'll talk to you again. Coming at you live as often as I can. And there's a whole channel to subscribe to down there. All right? Talk to you later. Transitional moments of ritualistic connection. These transition rituals. You can play with the title of that. That didn't make a lot of sense to me either.